Hey, hey guys, how's it going? The YouTube guy 11 here, and today I've got another DVD here that I said I'd review. Got it in the post there only about a week ago, week and a half, and I just said I'd review it because it was another classic DVD from the year for the WWE 2002. It's Vengeance 2002 DVD. Um, just thought, it was a good DVD to review. Um, has some good bonus features, and it was classic pay per view back in the day in 2002 with a lot of good star power wrestlers at the time. So this is it, Vengeance 2002. Um, you know, it was in July 2002. This pay per view was on. Three of the guys here in the picture headlined it. It was Taker, Angle, and Rock, and it was a very good triple threat match. And it had a lot of good um, wrestling moves and going on in the match. And it was you know um, you know really one of Rock's last real pay per views as well. He would leave a month later after SummerSlam. That would be his last pay per view. This was his last, but it was meaningful because he won his first title, uh, his last, and which was the undisputed title, and it'd be his last one he'd win for another, I think, nearly 10, 11 years. So, well, especially one of actually matches that are really, maybe forgotten, or it was a brilliant match. I think it was a 2 hour, about 2 hour 50 minutes pay per view, and it was very very good. 193 minutes there. Probably see if I zoom in. Here you go, 193 minutes. But yeah, no, it was a brilliant, a very good pay per view back in the day when really the WWE was on fire. Yeah, I think it had um 8 matches on the card. You know, pretty good matches. The tag team match was pretty good. Booker T Big Show was okay, and um, John Cena's first match. That was his first match really. And I think on a pay per view he might have been on one beforehand, but he was really on fire. That was really the start of his career against the hard working wrestler, Canadian wrestler Jericho. And you know these two matches were as well okay, special, but this was the main one up here. This was the main match, which was pretty good. Had three great wrestlers, and really was a good way to end the pay per view. I think this was really my favorite match of the night. It just had really good chemistry with all the wrestlers. Every one of them had a good relationship working in the ring, and they did really well. When you look at the star names, the amount of them are on this, a lot more than it would be today. It was just back then when it was just really at its peak. And of course, you got the extras here with the 7 superstar interviews, and another extra match. I think it could have been from SmackDown, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But zooming closely, there it is. A very, very good pay per view. Like the spine as well. I think it's really cool. Oh, there's a nice WWE logo. Um, but it was I got it as well pretty cheap. I think I got it about €3 or €4 from the online shop CEX. So it was pretty good value. I said I'd just get it, and it was good, and add to 2002 collection. So you know, um, so there you go. The date of it, July 21st, 2002, and I just thought even as well back then, just the DVDs they did, I just think they were done a lot better, just visually, and I just think they've more imaginative. Today I just feel the DVDs aren't as maybe you know aren't maybe as good as as today. Just maybe they just artwork, for example. I just like the creativity, the big V there with three of the guys there. I think is pretty cool, and you know just as nice imagination. V for vengeance. Also V could stand for verses as well. But no, it really was a good time. To remember this pay per view. I watched it again. It was pretty good, and yeah, just it was a overall pretty good pay per view. And I think if you're a real wrestling fan, or into this would be a really good DVD to add to your collection. I think it got overall a good reception online. I think it's a watchable DVD anyway, a watchable pay per view event back then. But I just said this was the main one really to review. Um, it was just and had a lot of good wrestlers back then like Guerrero, um, Jamie Noble, Jeff Hardy, William Regal, John Cena, Robert Van Dam, Brock Lesnar, all the guys you probably remember from today back here really. And it just to Silver Vision, they were a very good company. I think they were only bought over about 4 or 5 years ago. With Fremantle Media, I think it was. But they were a good company. You miss them today. They're good. They were well known. But yeah, it's a really good DVD to get. Just to add to a collection if you're a fan for the year 2002. And I just think it's a nice DVD. It could be wish the DVD today could be a lot like this now. Maybe with design and but no, I think it's pretty good. And yeah, it's a DVD I'd recommend getting if anyone is a wrestling fan. Pretty good. So yeah, that's Vengeance 2002, and that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So sure, like and subscribe the video, and catch you again soon. Just YouTube Guy 11. See you.